Welcome back to Nazaretos channel. In this episode we have this 2017 Lexus RX 350 and we're gonna check the brakes on this car and most likely we're gonna replace them. So let's first look how bad they are. This is the vehicle. This is our Lexus RX 350 and this is 2017 model or 18? 2017. So we have our jack, XLS professional jack, 3000 model, and we lifted the car. As you see here, there's this metal bar here where you put the jack. First we lift it this way and we're going to put a stand. Once we lift the vehicle, we have these tripods, these stands, one here, one there. Make sure it's sitting on the frame, but I'm not worried because this jack is very strong. And also we have this Milwaukee tool with the right tool socket. This one is 16 and we're gonna remove these lug nuts, but also Lexus has this extra bolt, like this safety bolt, so we're gonna remove that. So if you have this kind of tool, special like tool to remove that one bolt, it's a security bolt, it might be here, it might be hidden here, so you gotta remove this whole unit and look where you have your jack stand, you know, all this stuff. So it's right here. It was hidden. Without it, you'll have a hard time removing the wheel. So we put that little tool on there. See? Now we're gonna brake it with the braking bar. Push it down. There you go. These lug nuts should not be super tight. And we're gonna remove that. And then we're gonna remove the rest of the bolts, lug nuts. We can use this tool or we can use the Milwaukee one. Make sure, yeah, it's gonna sit it correctly all the way. There you go. See how easy it is? This tool is amazing. It's so easy to use the Milwaukee impact wrench. It's so strong. You can remove these bolts like it's nothing. All right, so you have to hit the tire and then it's gonna wobble and then you can remove it. So go ahead and remove it. All right, cool. Roll it under the vehicle preferably, but that's okay, we have the stands. So just make sure you put your tire this way because you don't want to scratch the surface when you put it the other way around. That could be rocks, I don't know, whatever you are doing this. But just put it on the side, preferably underneath the car. But we have the safety stand and we have this jack, so we're good. Now we're gonna check the brakes. Take the flashlight. Take the flashlight and look here. I can tell you these brakes are very thin. They're very thin, I can tell you right there. See? Gotta look like right in there. There's like 20% left maybe. I'm gonna get a better flashlight, 1 second. So I'm shining the light here. There's like a little window here. And I could tell you, these brakes are kind of thin. I could actually tell you from the top here. Yeah, they're thin. We're gonna replace them, so let's do that. We need 14mm socket, which is this one right here. Toyota likes to use this. This is 14mm socket. We're gonna remove this bolt on the top and one on the bottom. First we're gonna see if it's gonna spin because this part might spin, so you might need like an open wrench. So let's try it. Okay, put the 14mm there and then go down, hit it. There you go. So it's moving without like, this part is not spinning, so it's good. All right, you can just do it by hand. That's good. Now we're just going by hand, removing this sliding bolt. See how it looks? Don't lose it, put it on the side. Now if you're having a hard time removing this and this one's spinning, let me show you what you need. So you could take this open wrench, this one, what fits 11/16. See, it fits perfectly here. And you just hold it here and use the socket to remove the sliding pin. So in our case, we didn't need to use it. It wasn't spinning. So it's fine, but you might need something like this just to put it here and then take the socket, take the wrench and unscrew this bolt and go down. So we remove that bolt, we're fine. Now we're gonna do the bottom one. Bottom one, you can just hit it. There you go. These bolts shouldn't be tight, super tight. And now we're just gonna remove the bottom one. And we're gonna lift the caliper up and we're gonna look at the condition of the brakes. Once you're doing this, make sure you don't pull on the brake line. Just don't spin it. Just do it this way. You don't want to spin this thing. You just want to like put it here or use a zip ties and zip tie it to the bottom, to the top of the spring. You can just put it like this, but make sure you don't put tension on this cord. But let's look at these brakes. I could tell you these brakes needs to be replaced. They're very thin. They're not critical. This one, yeah, it's bad. I could tell you it's bad. So once we do that, first we have to pop these springs, one on the top, one on the bottom. It's very easy to lose them, so make sure they don't just pop and and go all over your garage. So let's remove them. And now we remove that one, and then the bottom one. Very easy. So these springs, they should come in the kit with your new brake hardware. All right, put them on the side. I'm gonna remove this outer pad. You can use a flathead screwdriver to wiggle it out if you want. So we're gonna remove the outer one. Let's look at the condition. You see there are no grooves here. The rotor is in very good condition. So that's the original Lexus brake pad. Also, don't lose this hardware. Just put it on the side. Let's remove the inner one. And that one is very worn out, I could tell you. Show me the pad itself. It's very thin, super thin. Maybe like 5% left or something. And let's feel the inside of the rotor. It's very smooth surface. Yeah, it's fine. The rotors are fine. We're not gonna replace them. Okay, the first thing what we do, guys, we're gonna also remove these pins, the hardware. Yeah, just push it down. Flathead screwdriver, stick it in there. There you go. Do the same thing on the bottom. Yeah, just easy. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the back side. So we're gonna remove the hardware, the old hardware from the inside on the back, and one on the top. We have brake pads for this Lexus, Bosch brand, and let me show you the part number. Where's the part number here? Okay, this is the part number, BE1324H, and it's Bosch brand, very good. Hardware included, so that's very good. Okay, open them up. These are nice Bosch brake pads, very good. Put them on the side. Let's see the hardware. I installed these on my other vehicle, on my Toyota, and they're amazing. They're very good. I want to see this hardware. See, there's this hardware that goes on the brakes itself. And we have also, this package had all the hardware needed. Make sure you replace it, put a new one. We remove the old one and we're gonna put brand new hardware. See all this metal pieces. And this is for one side and for the other side. Doing the installation, we're just gonna take parts cleaner, brake parts cleaner. We're gonna spray this, make sure it's clean. But yeah, just spray it on the both sides. And spray it on the top. That's good. I don't see any rust buildup, but you can take a brush and just clean it if you want. But these brakes, this brake bracket looks very good, very good. So just clean it. And now let's install the hardware. So open your hardware kit and get this metal piece. And let's compare this. This is our new brake pad, and this is our old brake pad, the outer one. So you see this? This piece is gonna go on the new brake pad on the top here. So let's install that. Just push it in. Yeah, just push it in and it clicks. That's it. So this brake pad is for the outside. It's gonna go like this. Now we're gonna grab the inner pad too. We're gonna put the same metal piece. Inner brake pad also has this metal piece on the top, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna grab our new pad and install this pin on the top. Push it in. There you go. This is our inner pad. Also, this piece goes on the top. This hardware, and let's install it. You see, look how it's installed. I will explain to you. Just push it in. There you go. Now push it in. This part, you see, this little thing, it's pointing this way. So same thing we're gonna do on the top. Take the hardware and we're gonna install it. Yep, just push it in. Done. Same thing on the back. As you see, perfect. Now one more goes on the top. So after we install this hardware here, 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 and also we have on our brakes these little metal pieces properly installed. Now we have to compress the piston. This is a double piston. So take your old brake pad like this and grab this kind of tool. And we're gonna compress. Since I cannot just do it here in the middle, this tool will do. Just push a little bit on the side, like this. And then we're gonna like push the piston back. So I'm holding it if you want. And you just kind of turn, and it's gonna compress the piston. Make sure you do it evenly, like go to the other side as well. So you see how nicely we compress our pistons, and also this rubber piece, you don't want to break this. Just make sure you don't rip this. But the pistons are compressed, and now what we're gonna do, we're gonna install our pads, push them in. We're gonna put these pins in. We're gonna flip this, and so let's do that. Take your outer pad. This is how it looks. You see, this is how it looks. This is the thing on the top, and I just push it in into the bracket. Kind of do it a little bit at the angle, kind of. Yeah, like that. And then the top, and just push it in. Click. That's it. It fits perfectly. Now we're going to take the other side, the inner side, do the same thing. It's fine. It's supposed to do like that. And same thing on the other side. Start with the bottom. See, it's a very easy job, but I'm just teaching my friend how to do this so he can do it in the future. Click it. You see the inner one fit perfectly here. This top hardware, like this little notch is there. This one is here. Everything looks good. Now one thing we need, take these springs. Now you gotta be careful because once you squeeze them, and at the same time you have to lower the rotor. Before we do anything, we have to lubricate these bolts. Don't forget to lubricate these bolts. I cannot stress it enough. So let's lubricate these bolts. Take them out. So you just kind of wiggle them out. Like that. There you go. And they're pretty good. They don't get seized, so, but still, lubricate these bolts. Hold it. We're just gonna spread it all around that bolt. It's very important. Put a new grease. There you go. And just spread it around, and that's it. You can do it with a finger, or doesn't matter. This is Bosch synthetic brake component lubricant. And put a little bit more, just a little bit more. Okay, now we're gonna push this bolt back. This is our sliding thing. Push it all the way. Okay, good. And then the rubber piece, you see it's nice, it's clicked in. Same thing on the bottom. We're gonna remove this one and lubricate it. But don't rip that little piece. Do not rip it. This is our bottom bolt, and you see the bottom bolt has this little rubber piece. Make sure you put it the right bolt the right way. We're gonna lubricate it and reinsert it. Perfect. Very good. We're gonna take these pins before we swing the caliper.
Yeah.
Yep, take the pins. I call them pin. Yeah, they kind of springy. Go ahead, install it. They're supposed to give you this tension. Put one in there, another one. That's okay, I will, okay. Here's another one. There are holes on the bottom. Good. Now I'm gonna hold it and you swing the caliper over. That's fine. Swing it over. Nope. Yep. Yep. This way. Yep. Go ahead. Perfect. And we're gonna take the top bolt, the one that we had right there. Screw it in. So we're gonna secure the top bolt, 14mm wrench. Okay, you see it's spinning right now? That's what I was telling you. We need an open wrench. Put it on the top. There you go. And just start securing the bolt.
That's good.
That's good. Now go same thing on the bottom one. See if it's spinning or not. It's not spinning. But you will still might need to use the open wrench. I will post the right torque on these later, but just go by hand, make it as snug as possible. But I think it's like 30 foot-pound if I'm not mistaken. There you go. Good, that's good. All right, so the passenger side brakes are done. Very easy, very nice. Toyota, Lexus, as you see, it's very easy to do. The rotor, we're not gonna change it. So the passenger side is done. These bolts are torqued. We have all the hardware installed properly. Now we're just gonna turn the wheel, turn the steering wheel to make it central, so it's like straight, and we're gonna reinstall the wheel. It's very easy. And don't forget to lubricate these bolts. Install your lug nuts. Go ahead, thread it in by hand now, just like that.
Give me another one.
Here's another one. There you go. Threaded in by hand. And then we're gonna use this tool right here, Milwaukee. This is very powerful. You see I set it on number 2. Make sure it's turning clockwise. You do not want to over torque your bolts. This is a monster, very strong, very good tool. Thread it in by hand. Good. Bottom one. Now that one. Good. On the bottom one. Secure all the bolts and we are done. Lower the vehicle and then we're gonna finish the driver's side. And this is how you do front brake pads on Lexus RX 350 2017 and up. Pretty much applies to all the vehicles like that. We're done. New brakes. They really needed to be changed. This is our model number, BE1324H. Bosch. I love them. They're quiet. They work very good. But it says Hecho in Mexico. Made in Mexico. But I like Bosch, so I use Bosch. And It fits perfectly. They are very quiet brakes and very nice. So this is how you do front brakes on the Lexus RX 350. This is 2017 model, but it works on all the same way. So it's very easy. We did the passenger side and we also did the driver's side. Thank you for watching Nazareto's channel. Now you know how to replace front brakes on the Lexus RX 350. This is 2017 model and this is a nice vehicle. And in the next episode we're gonna look at the rear brakes, and we have to put the vehicle in a service mode. So there's a procedure to do that, but that's in the next video. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, hit that bell, comments below. Thank you again.